Surprise, motherfucker. What's up? This is Venger Satanis, and I'm going through more of your 3 sentence opener submissions. I'm going to start with Time Shadows, and then I'll try to get through as many as I can. When you all fight through the effects of whatever that was, you find yourselves together, covered in blood, with multiple dead bodies littering the room in which you stand. Each of you can see that the others are not only stained with blood, but as if each had partaken in butchering one or more of these bodies on the ground. What's more is that each of you feel something foreign in your mouth and can taste the unmistakable iron-rich savor of fresh blood. Okay. There's a mystery there, which is good. Kind of draws you in, which is something you want. When I read the sentence, each of you can see that the others are not only stained with blood, but it's as if each had partaken in butchering one or more of these bodies on the ground. Unless you're a blood spatter analyst, I'm not sure you'd just be able to, maybe you would be able to know that. Maybe you'd be covered in blood in a certain way that it would be obvious that that person had taken part in the butchering. It got blood on them in such a way that suggested that they did the killing themselves. But that just stood out to me as would you be able to tell? I don't know, or is that just leading the witness or whatever that would be called? I don't know. And so are they suggesting that maybe the player characters have, I mean, it's not necessarily vampirism, but it could be cannibalism. Or maybe they were just possessed and they did some weird depraved stuff. Now you get to figure out. There's a lot of questions here, and questions are good, but you don't want too many. If my screen died, you don't want too many questions, or else you just nobody knows exactly what to do. You're just kind of floundering, which is bad. Okay, so pretty good, but I would rework it a little bit. Just to make improvements for gameability, just because it's hard to understand exactly what is happening. Or where to go next. Okay. This next one. This looks like a long one. Responding to Duke Zalburn's summons for adventurers was a foregone conclusion, and it was a pleasure to make the acquaintance of the bright-eyed yet wary Abjurer Adelbrecht earlier that evening in the common room of the inn. You could just say at the inn. Too many details, everybody's going to get lost. Just FYI. It made it all the more poignant when you were awakened by the scream from his room in the dark of the nights and rushed to his room to see the murderer, shrouded in a forest green cloak, leap from the second-story window without so much as a loom back. As the mage succumbed to some fast-acting poison, and you rushed to the window to try to get a bead on the assailant, the hawk soared up from below the window sash with the screech as feet pound up the stairs from the rooms below. So it looks like there's an assassin that came in and killed the dude and then is now getting away. I think I broke it down to its essential parts. And now I guess it's like, what does that have to do with the Duke? Because the Duke summoned you. See, I'm already getting lost. This was a foregone conclusion. Okay, it was a pleasure to make the acquaintance of this guy, this Adelbrecht, earlier in the evening. Okay, so the person murdered, is that Albrecht? I don't know. The mage succumbed to the poison. I mean, they wouldn't know it's poison. So that's another thing like the one above. Don't put too much into the players' heads before they have a chance to work it out themselves. That you should write that down. That is a good lesson. Um, Too often, game masters, myself included, feel the need to give players as much as we can because